Digest. I'm Will. We're back in the mess hall at Historic Fort Wayne, and we say thanks to the Historic Fort Wayne Coalition for access to the location and to our patrons, the CWDD coffee grinders, whose financial support is making more episodes like this possible. Well, let's give it to the coffee grinders and let's talk about coffee today. We've done several episodes. It's something many of us like. This episode is very different. It's another veteran's account. Previously, we've done episodes about Grove Sevey and the recipes he left in the memorandum book in his diary. As a reminder, he is a veteran from the 17th Michigan Infantry, and the way these recipes and notes look, we think he was a company cook. At the very bottom of the memorandum book, he just makes a simple note. Coffee should be boiled 20 minutes. Well, let's think about what we learned from Osborne Oldroyd. Let's think about what we learned in Coffee a la Zouave. Let's think about what we learned in Coffee for 10 Men. Let's think about what we've learned in practically every way we've looked at coffee during the Civil War. Get the water to boil, add the grounds. When it comes back to a boil, take it off and wait a couple of minutes, like 5 or 7 or 10. Boil it for 20. How's this going to work? Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a test. Assuming a 20-man company of infantry, we've taken 20 pints of water and we've taken half the ration for the men's day. The coffee has been ground. Now you can pick your favorite way of grinding. We've presented several. One's in Coffee on Campaign. One is in Coffee a la Zouave. You can use your favorite way to grind the coffee. We're going to go out to the fire. We're going to get the water boiling. When it boils, we're going to go ahead and we're adding the 12 ounces, or about half that ration for the day, of coffee. We'll bring it back up to a boil and watch it get it to a simmer and watch it just take a low roll for that 20 minutes. Let's see what it tastes like. Watch a couple of shots and we'll be back here to taste it just a little bit. This recipe is different than most we have for coffee, but Mr. Sevey in his memorandum book says boil the coffee for 20 minutes. So we got it to the water to a rolling boil. We added the coffee. This is a mess kettle. It should be enough for 20 men. I have done absolutely nothing to it. In some parts of the world, I would add water to make the grounds drop. Any of these things, Sevey said none of that. So here we are, and here we go. Okay, compared to the coffee that you're going to have that's only the 10 minutes, this has been boiling a lot longer. It's a lot darker. It's what my aunt might call religious coffee. You can walk on it. So, just another way to do coffee. This one from a veteran's account. We blew the numbers up thinking that he was a company cook to enough for a 20-man company, so we had a realistic size to work with. No matter how you take your coffee, when you try it over a campfire like this, use one of these recipes. It'll help you forge a greater connection to the American soldier's experience in the Civil War. In this case, most specifically to Grove Sevey and the 17th Michigan Infantry. We hope you've enjoyed this little dive into his memoranda sheets in the back of his diary. We'll see you again soon.